let's make the red bean filling for the red bean bun. So you have here pureed red beans. So you can just simply buy the one in the bottle, the one with syrup. Okay? Don't drain out the syrup. Just have everything pureed in your austerizer or your blender. So this is it. Okay? So that's equivalent to 1 bottle. And then with that, we have butter, sugar, and corn oil. So we're going to mix this all together, and we're going to cook it until a particular stage in candy making. That's about 115 degrees Celsius. So at this point, it's going to be a little bit sticky, okay, but still firm enough that when we roll it out, it rolls out with the dough. Okay, so to begin, in a saucepan, combine all ingredients together. So this is just so easy to make. So that's the red bean. I have the sugar here. I have the oil. And for extra flavor, okay, the butter. Okay. So let's transfer to the stove to heat this up. So turn on the heat. And just keep stirring it until everything comes together and we've reached the particular stage in candy cooking. Okay, so it has greatly reduced, and you notice it's very thick, and you know that it's at that point where you stop cooking, because when you stir it, actually the pan comes out clean. You can scrape it down. So at this point, when it cools down, it's going to be firmer. So let's transfer this to a bowl and allow it to cool down. So careful, this is really very hot, okay, because we're dealing with a lot of sugar. So this can actually be a very good filling for flaky pastries also, or even something similar to hopia. Now let's make red bean buns, the dough for the red bean buns. So this dough has 2 types of flour. We have bread flour, which I'm going to combine with the all-purpose flour. Just give it a good stir. Okay. So in a mixing bowl, okay, milk, whole eggs, sugar, honey, and yeast. Next, let's add the flour. Okay, mix for about a minute before we add the oil and the salt. Okay, so you don't see any more dry patches of flour. We can now add the fat, which is vegetable oil. So I'll set it to, okay, Add it at the slowest speed and add the oil. Then add the salt. Okay, so we switch it up to medium speed and develop the dough. Okay, so our dough is fully developed. So we just need to ground this for bulk fermentation. Okay, so this is the dough for the red bean bun. Fully proofed. It's been an hour. So we just need to transfer this to the table, deflate it, or punch down the gas. Roll it up to a log and weigh it out to 50-gram pieces. Last few pieces. So this is huge ones, 40. Okay. So again, if you have these small pieces of dough, you just have to just divide it into smaller pieces and just distribute it to your pre-cut pieces. Okay. So there's no leftover dough. Alright, next, just need to shape it. Okay. Round it up. Okay. Lightly round it. And transfer it to a lightly dusted tray. Okay, so the last two pieces. Okay, so we rest this for about 20-25 minutes and then we finally shape it. Okay, so these are the doughs for the red bean bun. We're going to fill it with our red bean filling that we made a while ago. So for this bread, we're going to be using muffin pans. This has been really greased well because we do not want it to stick to the pan when we unmold it. Okay, there. So let's get our red bean. So take a look. This is our red bean paste. Okay, so it's cooled down, so you can see it's still soft but spreadable. Okay. So what we need now is a rolling pin and paring knife. So to get this started, I have here one of my red bean bun dough. Okay, I'm going to just put it there just a little bit, just so it doesn't stick, and then roll it up or roll it out roughly into a rectangle. Okay. The rest of the dough, I'll have to keep covered to prevent this from drying up. Next. So for that, we're going to put the red bean on half. Okay. The dough, you're going to press it a little bit just to spread it out. Okay. So this would be roughly about, again, 20 to 25 grams. And then fold it over, flatten to seal, and then roll it up again. Then with a paring knife, you're going to make slits. Okay. Just make sure that you don't cut it all the way. Okay. Just making slits there. And then long side, you roll it up. Right? And then we twist. Then we put that on our smooth side down, flatten, roll out to a rectangle. Get your filling. Spread it out, just half. Okay? And then cover. Getting again. Stretch it. It's okay if it's going to spill out, that's fine. And then slitting. You want a really sharp knife to cut through. Okay. And then long side, start rolling it there. Okay. Or I can flip that over so it's not that, it's cleaner, the cut is cleaner. And there, roll it up. So I'm going to finish the rest of the pieces and fill it up, and then we can proof. So the last two, just to be rolled out. And then I'm just going to roll that out so it's just one go with the cuts. So it's more efficient that way. If you're you know, your idea is to do this for some business. Okay, and then roll it over, and then have that, and coil. Okay, roll it over, coil, and then swirl. So you can even make it a spiral if you want. Okay, so proof this for about 30 minutes, 25, and then we're going to egg wash and then continue proofing. Our red beans ready for, so you can see it has a little puffed up a little bit, so we can now egg wash. Okay. It has filled up. Egg wash this so it gets a nice golden brown color. Okay. Just makes it more even. And then we're going to bake this after 10 minutes. So our red bean buns are ready for baking. Look at that. So we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, so the recipe I think indicates 175 to 180. So we'll bake this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Our red bean buns are done. Careful, they're hot. Look at that. Wonderful. You can see that tiger looking stripe. Alright, so allow it to cool and it's ready to unmold. This is our red bean bun. So you see it has cooled sufficiently, so I just get to put them on the plate and it's ready for service.